Brad.
And you'll notice things are a bit different this week.
Yeah. We're not in a vineyard.
No, we're not in a vineyard. Specifically, we're kind of giving you the vibe of what it was like for us yesterday when we dropped down to the Grays Online wine tasting for, well, their heritage wine auction. Now, a few years ago, some doctors and lawyers and bigwigs got their money together and decided they'd make an enormous amount of profit out of sitting on wine for a while, but
didn't work out that way.
It didn't. It all went belly up, and hey, look, you and I, we're the beneficiaries because all of this wine is coming up for auction right now.
Yeah, over 100,000 bottles, some at some really good prices. So we thought we'd have a look at a few and give you some ideas.
Yeah, so look, the first one we're going to have a look at that was on the tasting and is on auction is the Killicanoon 2002 Shiraz from the Clare Valley. Now, you'll remember we did a Killicanoon only a couple of weeks ago. This is the Covenant Shiraz. It kind of sits at around about $35 when it's brand new released. 02, look, it's rounded out amazingly well already. It's not a super old wine yet, obviously, but it's got all of those kind of round edges to it. The tannins have softened out, the fruit has kind of just mellowed out a little bit. It is a big mouthful, but it really is super round already. So going to be perfect for maybe a big lamb roast, something like that. Really good. As we say, kind of brand new releases go at around about $35. Starting price for all of these auction wines is $9 per lot. So you'll see some of them in single lots, some of them in half dozens and in dozens. Don't pay anything more than about $35 for it, but anything under that is going to be very good buying. Yeah,
it's a big wine, but it's softened out a bit, so worth a look. First one I'm going to have a look at is a Shiraz from a different region. It's one from here in Victoria, from the Grampians region, and this is a Mount Langi Garand Shiraz. Now, Mount Langi are well known for their Shiraz. They've been doing some really good cool climate Shiraz work over the last couple of decades, and this one's from 2000. So you're actually picking up a bottle here that's already got 7 years bottle age on it. And it's developing really nicely. It's already starting to develop those secondary characteristics as well as having the rich fruit there still. But the tannins have softened out nicely, and it is a really well-rounded wine. You're drinking superbly now. And look, given that you pay for a current release Mount Langi Shiraz around the sort of $40, $45 mark, depending where you're getting it, you can pick one of these up at auction for about that or even a bit less, and it's already got 7 years age on it from one of their better vintages in the last decade, then look, you can't go wrong. So it's the Mount Langi Garand Shiraz, worth a look.
A very fine drop. Now, the next one we're going to be talking about, one that we don't have the bottle here, but you'll be seeing some close-ups of it in a moment, that is the Wirra Wirra McLaren Vale Shiraz. Now, classic McLaren Vale Shiraz, it's kind of sweet, but at the same time, a little bit of salty edge to it. The sea breezes come through and really do imbibe that in the wine. Now, $30 a bottle is what you'd expect to pay for a brand new release. The aged ones that are available online, try not to pay anything much more than that, but it's an amazingly bright wine still at the moment. It has bottle age on it, but there's so much fruit on there that really I see you putting it together with something like maybe a blue cheese gnocchi, something that's got a fair bit of weight to it, but at the same time a bit of bite, really is reminiscent exactly of the wine. So Wirra Wirra McLaren Vale Shiraz, another one to look at on the auctions.
And one I'll just finish quickly with is one of the oldest wines that we saw in the auction tasted. It was a 1999 Gartner family Cab Sav. It's from the Coonawarra, it's a straight Cabernet, and look, it was really developing well for its age. And again, an 8-year-old wine here that you're probably picking up for, we saw the auction finish yesterday, and to be honest, it went for a lot less than what we thought. So I'm keen to pick up a few. So it's the 99 Gartner family Cab Sav, really developing well and worth a look.
Yeah, possibly one of the less well-known bottles that was available on tasting, but definitely one of the highlights of the day. So look out for that one. But gee, don't tell too many of your friends. Let's keep it all amongst ourselves.
We want to buy them too.
Yeah. Anyhow, thanks for joining us on Wine Week. We'll be back to the standard stuff next week, but make sure you check out graysonline.com.au to get hold of any of these as aged bottles.
Happy bidding.